What's up, everybody? It is your boy Corey, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about hazing. Yes, hazing. I'm finally talking about this topic. I've been getting a lot of questions about hazing, my opinions, all that good stuff. So I really want to get into that today, and I want to keep it 100 with you all. That's the main reason for this channel, is to keep it 100 for you all and not be biased, So today I'm going to tell you my opinions, what I think. If I think people still be getting slapped around and stuff like that in these organizations, I'm going to let you know, because like I said, I'm just trying to keep it 100 with you all. If you haven't watched my Burning Sands review video, please go watch that as well. I kind of talked about hazing a little bit, but it was mainly a review of that movie. But if you haven't watched the movie, watch it, but don't watch my video before you watch the movie, because it's going to be a little bit of spoilers. But go watch that. I'll link it in the card above, so you can click on it and watch it if you haven't already. But let's get into the video. And before we start this video, let's get an understanding of what the actual term hazing means. So let's look it up here. Let's see. Hazing definition. Okay, so the definition of hazing is humiliating and sometimes dangerous initiation rituals, especially as imposed on college students seeking membership into a fraternity or sorority. So let's talk about my opinion real quick. Like I say in a lot of my videos, hazing these days still happens. Like it's not non-existent in our organization. So yes, hazing happens. NPHC has cracked down on these organizations as far as it's not getting hazing lawsuits. Whenever whenever a chapter gets a hazing lawsuit, that's money coming out of the national organization. So of course they don't want this stuff going on, and of course they're trying their best to make sure these chapters are not hazing in any way. When it comes to hazing, I know some of you all are scared to try to express interest or try to join a fraternity or sorority, try to get on the intake process, because you're in fear that you'll get hazed, you'll get beat, you'll get violently treated. Like, I understand that, and that's something that's a concern for interest and parents of interest, is their children getting hazed, their children or kids going on into the intake process and not making it out because they got hazed so bad that something occurred that shouldn't happen. So I understand that people these days don't want to express interest because they're in fear of hazing. But this is one thing I want to let y'all know. With hazing, it don't happen like how it used to back in the day. Yes, some chapters still try to haze like back in the day, paddles, make you eat dog food, all kind of stuff like that. Nowadays it don't happen like how it used to happen. So if hazing is going on in our organizations, it's not to a point where it'll be brutal like it was back in the day. Now, I don't condone hazing at all. I don't condone hazing. I don't think it's something that should be done in our organizations, because to me, you can't beat leadership into somebody. You can't beat the determination into somebody. You can't beat honesty and integrity into somebody. That's something you can't beat and physically harm someone to say, hey, you got to do this. It's not gonna work. That comes from within. That comes from recruiting great members. That comes from getting great people to be interested in your organization and want to be a part of your organization. You can't beat that type of stuff into people. People have to come in with that mentality already. So I'm not a firm believer that hazing will help bring in better quality members. I'm a firm believer that people in the organization and what they do in the community, on their campus, how they recruit, how they talk to people will bring in quality people. So to me, hazing should definitely be dead. It's not a purpose for it. It's not something that, hey, if I haze this person, they're gonna come out up here, and the people that's not getting hazed gonna come out down here and not be leaders in a chapter, anything like, nah, definitely not. That's not how it works. You have to have a great intake process to build great leaders. You have to have a great intake process to build community leaders, people ready to get involved on campus. Like, you have to have a good intake process for that. And I guarantee you it doesn't take hazing to build those type of members. But some people have it twisted where they think if they beat somebody or they haze somebody, it's going to make them a better member. It's going to make them appreciate the organization. It's going to make them not want to second guess their decisions. Like, no. And I'm going to tell you why hazing is really bad, because think about this. If somebody hits you constantly, if somebody's constantly, it's almost like bullying. If somebody constantly bullies you, hits you, are you going to like that person the same way you like, say, your best friend? Are you going to respect that person, say, the same way you respect your brother or your friend, your mom? Like, no, it's not going to happen. So to me, there's no positives to hazing. There's all negative. What is one positive to hazing? If somebody could tell me that, I'll give you a golden coin. Like, it's not happening. Like, there is no positives to hazing. So why some chapters still do it, I don't know. But the best thing for you to do is to do research on the organization and the chapter and see if they're known for hazing in that chapter. And see if it's something that people in that chapter or members of that chapter talk about. People being made, people being paper. A lot of times when people talk about that, they know about a hazing process or underground process that goes on within their organization. And to me, I think that's slack. I think that's poor. What's the word I'm looking for? I think that's poor representation of the chapter and the organization for people to haze and put their hands on members. And I want to say this too. You are a dummy, a pure T dummy, if you let somebody you don't know, somebody that you're supposed to be looking up to, put their hands on you to get into the organization. Like, think about this. 1 second. Think about this. You're trying to better yourself by joining this organization. In the long run, you're trying to help this organization out because you've been involved on campus community service. You joining this organization should make this organization look better. So why would somebody put their hands on you, haze you, for you to come into the organization to help the organization be better than what it was yesterday? Why should you get beat for trying to express interest or trying to get into the organization to better the organization? That's like if you were to go to, say you apply for a job, let's say Google, as a software engineer. Say you get the job and the training process is you getting beat in order to do your job, in order for you to make Google look better and help them out. You're getting beat for something that they need. It don't make sense. So like I said, to me, hazing should definitely be dead. It shouldn't be going on in our organizations. And like I said, yes, it does still go on from time to time, but it doesn't go on as much as it used to. So we're making strides to make sure these chapters are not hazing, making sure we're trying to get rid of this hazing terminology, pledging, probates. That's why we're moving to intake process. That's why we're moving to neophyte presentations. That's why we're trying to get rid of that verbiage to kind of end that era of our NPHC organization. Just make sure you be aware of what's going on. If it's hazing going on during your process, don't let that happen. Just speak up, be a bold person, be a strong woman, be a strong man, and speak up about it, because it's not supposed to happen in our organizations. We don't want another lawsuit. We don't want people dying. We don't want all this stuff. We don't want NPHC to have a bad name. We want to keep this constant success going. Like, in order for our organizations to keep going, hazing has to stop. If hazing continues and there's one more or two more lawsuits about hazing going on within the NPHC, then NPHC is this close to having all organizations shut down, because you can't possibly pay millions of dollars for lawsuits back to back. It just don't work like that. Money don't grow on trees, you know what I'm saying? So please speak up. If it's going on, be strong and just do it. But that's it for me, y'all. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm constantly growing on this YouTube thing, you know what I'm saying? Let me do my shmoney dance. Hold on, how you shmoney? But yeah, I'm constantly growing, y'all, and it's all because of y'all sharing my videos. I'm getting more shares from you all. Y'all are recommending your friends to come see my videos. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are liking the videos. That's helping. Y'all are commenting in the comment section. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and please continue to help your boy out. I'm trying to grow, and my main purpose is to help you all out, because this is information I wish I knew before I started looking into organizations, before I went on an intake process. I wish I knew this type of stuff, because I was the only Greek in my family. I know a lot of you all probably are the same way, and you know, I feel like my channel can really cater to you guys. Fraternity, if you're interested in a fraternity or sorority, it's catering to anyone interested in NPHC organization. So keep watching, keep subscribing, keep rocking with me, and until the next video, peace.
I'm single in the streets, about to get it in. Talking about some drinking and some mingling. Boy, can't believe what I'm seeing, man. All these girls look. They got me caught, y'all. I just wanna make them feel hot. Let me smell your scent, girl. Damn, you look so. No groupies. See a blonde girl with a